So Real Madrid are top of the table and fans are still crying. Real Madrid haters are still crying about that Atletico match. And the thing is, even in that match where they claimed it was a robbery, Real Madrid themselves were out of a penalty. And guess what? That exact same thing happened, but in this match. But before we get into that, this was the lineup. And as you can see, a lot of players rested. We had Vinny on the bench, Rudiger on the bench. They deserve their rest. But the two problems here was Valverde, Jude Bellingham, Kylian Mbappe, and Asensio. All of them starting even though they played a full 120 minutes and even played in the penalty shootout. But either way, we start this match with Villarreal in control, and they were outperforming Real Madrid for the first 10 minutes of the game. Villarreal had most of the position, most of the attacks. It then led to their corner kick and they scored. It was a bit messy in that corner kick, but Foyth, he ended up scoring it and we are down. And at this moment, because of how good Villarreal were performing, I thought this could in fact become a match where we lose. And losing in such a match would just be terrible for Real Madrid, because we have a match between Barca and Atletico, and that is two title contenders. So whoever loses or wins, we all want Barca to lose. It will affect the La Liga title race. So therefore Real Madrid could not lose points. And you know, we're talking about players who needed rest in this game. The players looked tired. They were struggling against Villarreal. But then miraculously, they still score, because this was a beautiful attack. Lucas Vazquez to Brahim. Brahim takes a shot. I thought he should have passed originally to Mbappe, but either way, the ball falls for Mbappe and he tucks it away. So it's 1-1, and then not even a few minutes passed before Mbappe scored again. But this one was also a beautiful goal, way better goal in my opinion. Lucas Vazquez, he tried to lay the ball off for Mbappe. Mbappe catches it awkwardly and then takes a shot, and it was a beauty, absolute beauty of a goal. So now this is 2 goals for him, 20 goals in La Liga. And for a guy who had one of his worst performances against Villarreal, to score a brace against Villarreal, this was such a good performance from him. Incredible, what a player we have. And to be honest, when you don't have Vinny Jr. in your team, you would think our attack would be a bit poor. But no, I would honestly say the team's attack was far better without Vinny, which that is a hot take, but let's be honest, against Atletico, Vinny was poor. And therefore when we played without Vinny, when we played with Rodrigo on the left, Mbappe striker, Brahim on the right wing, my goodness, the plays was so cool, collected, beautiful plays, beautiful link-up plays. It was so wonderful to see how well Real Madrid's attack played. And after this goal, Real Madrid had full control of the game, because scoring those 2 goals truly let Villarreal slip up and it made them play a bit back, and therefore Real Madrid controlled the entire game for the first half. But then second half comes and Villarreal come out stronger. They play the exact same that they played in the first half, but in the second half, attacking a lot of shots saved by Thibaut Courtois. And from here, we kind of knew already, Real Madrid were playing a defensive style. They were no longer attacking, they were rather just defending, holding on to this lead. But then we go into quite an exciting part of the match, because Foyth, with an incredible dive, he gets touched by Bellingham and the man falls down, hoping for a red or a yellow towards Bellingham. And this was shameless in my opinion. Like, he couldn't make it look a bit more realistic. It looked so fake, it looked like he was looking for it, and he was. But at the end of the day, VAR checked it and they saw that this guy just threw himself on the ground. So that was a good VAR decision. But then Real Madrid possibly should have had a penalty, in which the defender slides down and his hand hits the ball in the penalty box. How is this not a penalty? Not too long ago, actually 2 years ago, I saw this exact same thing happen in the exact same fixture, in which I believe it was Alaba or Mendy who hit the ball in that exact same way, and a penalty was given to Villarreal. So do you see these inconsistencies with VAR? It's so insane. But what I do think is, possibly, they changed the rules. But either way, this is a penalty. Real Madrid robbed yet again of a penalty. But then 10 minutes before the game ended, the cooler came up. Finally, this guy gets game time. And let's be honest, he was playing like a guy who needed to get minutes. He was rushing all of his plays and overall didn't have the best 10 minutes on the pitch. And in my opinion, he needs more game time. He's obviously in bad form. He's rushing his plays. And with the team already being so tired, why didn't you put this guy on earlier in the match? What does Ancelotti expect from this guy? He did put Vinny Jr. on as his first sub with Rudiger. And Vinny Jr. back to my point of the attack playing better without him. When he came on, he did some good runs past Foyth, but further on, he added nothing into attack. And I will say when Rodrigo was on, he wasn't so focused on getting past Foyth, but he was more focused on doing the right moves in attack. I feel like Vinny sometimes does too much and sometimes does unnecessary things in attack. Whereas you see with Rodrigo, and I don't mean this actually, no, I am comparing the two. Rodrigo, he slows it down a tad. He doesn't force his plays or force going past the defender. Instead, he takes his time and he chooses wisely how he's going to play. So I think Rodrigo is way more effective at left wing than Vinny. But overall quality wise, Vinny is still better at left wing. But I thought in this game, it was clear as day Rodrigo at left wing was better. And with that, the game ended. A big 3 points. We top of the table. Now we hope for tomorrow. Barca against Atletico. That match, I don't think I'm gonna watch it, but I am gonna keep tabs on the scoreline. You know, it's funny how we were all against Atletico and Barca was supporting Atletico on Wednesday. And now you see how the ties have changed. Barca are now against Atletico and we are now supporting Atletico. Because if they beat Barca, it gives us a good chance of making top of the table. And this was a solid display. But now unfortunately, well, I guess I'm actually happy about this. I know some people aren't happy about this, but it's international break now. The players are on a break for international football. And I'm happy. I haven't seen international football since 2024. And you know, it's something that I usually did not love seeing. But since it's been so long since we've seen it, I'm happy to see it. And this means no Real Madrid football for 2 weeks. And after international break, we look to Arsenal, we look to Real Sociedad, and we look to Barcelona. Please tell me what your thoughts are on the game. I would love to see what you guys have to say in the comment section. But if you enjoyed, smash like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Peace.